and welcome back to Tournament 21 of Halo Ninja Warrior. So far, 100 competitors have taken on the first ever Regeneration Era tournament, and the changes to Stage 1 clearly threw off our contestants. Only 5 out of the 100 were able to clear this stage, and obstacles like the falling plank and the crooked wall dominated our jumpers. Now, Petrillo Fam, Strafe Helix, Atlantic Champ, Go Tanks, and DHG Fireball will all take on the new second stage. This stage has 2 brand new obstacles, alongside some old returning obstacles, and for the first time on Halo 5, everyone who reached Stage 2 has attempted it in the past. Now, our final 5 competitors will get a true test of speed and focus, so let's get to it and find out if anyone can advance to Stage 3. It's time to start this off with the only newcomer who cleared Stage 1 in the previous tournament. It is Petrillo Fam 4, and he is now 2 for 2 on Stage 1 in his very young career. In the last tournament, it wasn't pretty on Stage 2. He did fail the first obstacle, but now he is going to be the first person to test out the Regeneration Era second stage. Let's see if he can improve over his last tournament by beating this first obstacle. It is the ring slider, and he has 70 seconds. This time limit is not lenient, so it's not really good for him to already be save jumping on this obstacle. But Petrillo gets into the second ring and gets through the dismount, so this is already a personal best for him. Now it's time for the Kudari Salmon Ladder. Got to go up 5 rungs first, and Petrillo doesn't make the 5th rung, but he has a really nice save right there. Gets back up, and now it's time to go back down. Time to undo all of that hard work he did going up. And Petrillo looking good going down so far. And he gets a nice save jump on that corner and makes the dismount. 35 seconds though, not a lot of time as he is onto the solar swing. This obstacle was modified from the last tournament. Now there's only 1 set of bouncers, but Petrillo is taking extra bounces. This is not good for his time at all. Petrillo is onto the balance tank and he's only got 20 seconds left. He needs to hurry now. Oh no, Petrillo, he is off on the balance tank. Rolls off the front of the ball, and Petrillo Fam fails Stage 2 for his 2nd time in a row. Still an impressive start to his career. You can see right there, he just kind of let the ball roll forward and he wasn't backing up enough. And the balance tank, that was its 25th failure throughout its entire career. 140 attempts, that's insane. So yeah, 82% of people who get to that obstacle have completed it. Next up we have Strafe Helix. This is a veteran, making his 8th appearance today. He's never cleared Stage 2. Last tournament, he did go out on the solar swing. The part of the solar swing that caused him to fail isn't actually part of the obstacle this time, so maybe that'll help him if he gets there. 70 seconds onto the ring slider. Much better than Petrillo. Much faster. I like that. Strafe, nice. All right, he's onto the salmon ladder now. That's how you want to do it. You want to go fast on this stage because it is a tough time limit. And Strafe flies up the first set of rungs on the salmon ladder, and oh my god, he skipped all the way to the bottom. He didn't use the 2nd or the 3rd rung. That's amazing from Strafe, and what's he doing? He's bouncing off the wall on the solar swing, and now he is going through it. He skips up a step onto the balance tank. 40 seconds left, double the time Petrillo had getting here, and look at that technique. Strafe is going on to the brand new double pinch, kind of replacing the metal spin. It is very tough. Strafe hops into the first one, and the second one, he makes it look easy. Strafe is now on to the tunnel snakes, the last obstacle of Stage 2, and he has so much time in the bag. Strafe Helix for his first time ever. Oh, he's gonna do some showboating. Why not? That is his first ever Stage 2 clear in his career. It took him 8 appearances to finally get it, but man, that was a dominant Stage 2 run. Look at that on the salmon ladder, skipping the 2nd and the 3rd rung going down. And then on the balance tank, little cowboy wrangler technique right there. And it paid off for Strafe. And with 12.3 seconds left, he is moving on to Stage 3.
Nice, Vulcan. Got this. First time on Smokey's course. Well done.
Also, that was his 4th time attempting Stage 2, and he finally did it, and he will be the first person to attempt Stage 3 in the Regeneration Era.
I think this Stage 2 is rather 50-50. It could go either I fail early, I fail deep, or I clear. Honestly, anything can happen on this stage.
Anything can happen, yeah, there's no doubt about that. Atlantic Champ, his last 2 times on Stage 2 were quite different. In Tournament 19, he beat it, but in Tournament 20, he bumped his head on the dismount of the Kudari Salmon Ladder, which caused him to come up short of the dismount. Now he has a chance for some revenge. Atlantic Champ, 70 seconds. He is taking on Stage 2 for his 3rd tournament in a row. Just like Strafe Helix, and now he is onto the obstacle that took him out in Tournament 20. Atlantic is climbing very nicely. He gets to the top with no slip-ups, and now it's time to go back down. Atlantic is actually going to use all the rungs, unlike Strafe, and this is where he failed last time. Atlantic doesn't make the same mistake again, and now he is on to the solar swing. His first time attempting this obstacle in a tournament, and he is taking a lot of bounces on that second trampoline, but he finally speeds it up, and he's got 35 seconds left. Oh my goodness, he barely made that dismount. Now Atlantic is onto the balance tank, 30 seconds. He's doing all right on time. Can he stay on the ball? He jumps up, he jumps again, but the ball comes back for him and saves his life. Now Atlantic going straight into the double pinch. Atlantic Champ does not make it into the first pinch. And that is his second Stage 2 failure in a row. On the double pinch, you have to land perfectly in the middle of each pinch. And he might have hit his head on the pole, I'm not sure. But Atlantic is proving why this is going to be a very tough obstacle moving forward. Lots of people were worried about it, and Atlantic Champ is the first victim.
It's a big relief getting past that Stage 1. I was a little worried, but I was able to do it, and I'm just looking forward to see how I could handle this Stage 2. I just have to keep a good pace and, hopefully not fall, obviously. But definitely just keep a good pace.
Yes, GoTanks needs to do a better job of keeping that mental clock ticking because he timed out on this stage in the last tournament.
GoTanks, I love you. I'm gonna do your intro for you.
No, don't do it.
No, you can. I love you, buddy.
I hope Chris doesn't get jealous of GoTanks for what Fireball just said. Anyway, so fun fact, GoTanks was actually the 200th ever Stage 1 clear in this tournament. This is his 11th time on Stage 2. He started out 8 for 8 on this stage, but failed at the last 2 tournaments, at the metal spin, and then in the last tournament, it was the clock. And there is no more metal spin, but this time limit is very strict, even though Strafe cleared with double-digit seconds on the clock. GoTanks is now onto the Salmon Ladder, an obstacle he has always been very comfortable with. And look at that. It's just beautiful watching him go up the Salmon Ladder. Now he's got to go back down. So if GoTanks can just keep a good pace like he was saying in his interview, maybe he'll have a chance, but these obstacles do get tough. GoTanks is now on to the solar swing, and he's got to start bouncing around. GoTanks down to 40 seconds right now, but he's doing a pretty good job on the solar swing. GoTanks! Okay, he did make the dismount. I was worried for a second. Now onto the balance tank. He has always been good at rolling obstacles, but he struggles to start at rolling, but he's got it going now. GoTanks staying on top of the ball, looking good so far, and he goes for the dismount, and he makes it. He's got 20 seconds left onto the double pinch. The clock is ticking, GoTanks. That mental clock, come on. Keep it going, the double pinch. GoTanks, he gets through it, and he's got just over 10 seconds onto the tunnel snakes. Is it going to be enough time? GoTanks racing through the final obstacle. He's got time. GoTanks, he's going for it, and he defeats Stage 2 with 1.3 seconds left on the clock. My goodness, that was so close. GoTanks, the all-star, is such an amazing competitor. Look at that. The double pinch was a very tough obstacle. He was definitely worried about it, but he defeated it. And the clock was ticking down, but he finally had the time he needed. 1.3 seconds left. That's it.
No way. Oh my god.
Oh,
you got it.
You got time. Go. Oh, beautiful. Nice job.
Come on, GoTanks. Come on,
He's
GoTanks.
got it. He's got it. Let's go, man.
Please.
Oh, how?
Can I just say one thing? 2 things. First thing I'm gonna say is once again,
Look at that.
shows.
I don't understand.
GoTanks shows he does his absolute best under the most pressure.
The pressure was on it.
Oh, what a great run. What a great run.
That was a fantastic run and definitely shows why GoTanks is an all-star on this course. He joined Strafe Helix on Stage 3.
Coming in stage 2, I'm definitely nervous. I do feel a little bit more confident coming in stage 2 than I did going into stage 1. I feel like I have more obstacles down on stage 2 than I did on stage 1. Double pinch behind me. Definitely worried about it, but I think if I get there, I can do it, and hope I can.
Man, I'm just hoping my boy gets back to stage 3. I think he deserves it. He's going to show off on this stage right here. He's going to beat this. I believe in him, man. He's going to beat this right here. He's going to hit that buzzer back there. He's going to make it. I believe. Who the hell was that? He's going to make it, man. I'm proud of you, man. You're going to do this for me.
I love you.
You my boo. I love you too. Mwah.
What is happening?
Alright, I guess Chris never got jealous, so that's good. DHG Fireball number 100 is about to take on the second stage. What are we going to get out of the Grand Champion? So far, this stage 2, 4 attempts, 2 clears, 2 failures. Fireball will be the deciding factor on whether this stage 2 goes above or below 50%. DHG Fireball right now is on the salmon ladder, and he looks clean as can be going up, and now it's time for him to go back down. See, speed has always been a very big part of Fireball's jumping, so that should definitely benefit him. He gets through the first 2 obstacles pretty quickly and does not slow down at all going into the solar swing, and Fireball is hopping through it very nicely. And Fireball gets to the dismount. Now it is time for the balance tank. 35 seconds left. And, oh, he almost rolled off the front. It was close there. He almost pulled a Petrillo fam. Fireball rolling it nice and slowly. 25 seconds left. He's got maybe even, it's almost dead even with Gotenks this time. Wow. Okay, Fireball is going to go for the double pinch. And look at this. Fireball gets through it. Man, he's still got 12 seconds left on the last obstacle of stage 2. Fireball jumping through the tunnel snakes, and he's got the time. He is shooting the ground. DHG Fireball, the Grand Champion, is going back to stage 3. That is his 7th stage 2 clear in a row, and this guy has just been absolutely amazing throughout his entire career. 3.1 seconds, that might be the fewest seconds he's ever had left on a clear of any kind, but it doesn't matter because he is moving on once again.
Come on! The streak is alive! The streak is alive! Let's go!
Fireball is always so much fun to watch, and he was the last person on stage 2, and he is moving on. And just like that, 100 competitors has become 3. Strafe Helix, Gotenks, and DHG Fireball will all take their shot at this new and improved 3rd stage. This is the biggest overhaul Stage 3 has seen in a very long time, and nothing about this stage is easier. There are 8 obstacles that must be completed, some are brand new, and some are the toughest obstacles from the past. There will be no time limit on this stage, and anyone who completes it will advance to the final stage for a shot at total victory. Our remaining competitors have combined for 4 3rd stage clears on Halo Ninja Warrior, but they haven't seen a 3rd stage as tough as this one. The fate of this tournament and the beginning of the regeneration era all lie in the hands of a veteran, an all-star, and a grand champion. We will soon find out if anyone has what it takes to conquer this stage, so let's get down to the course and hear from the first man up.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to have as much fun as I can on this stage. It's my first time, so I'm just going to take on board and take it on.
Taking on Stage 3 for his first time ever is the veteran Strafe Helix. Strafe first competed in Tournament 10 and was the 100th ever Stage 1 clear in Tournament 12. After his first real success on the course, Strafe vanished for all of the MCC tournaments, but returned on Halo 5. It took a few tournaments for him to get back on track, but he has now cleared Stage 1 3 tournaments in a row and made it past Stage 2 for his first time. Now he's finally showing us how dominant of a competitor he can be, so let's see Strafe put his best foot forward on the 3rd stage. So his 8th appearance, and now it's his first time on Stage 3. The only person who took longer to get to Stage 3 for their first time was Pixel Projects. He made it on his 9th appearance. So Strafe Helix is going to kick off the regeneration era of stage 3. And up first is a returning obstacle. It is the pole vault, kind of a different version of it though. You have to slide up the pole and then jump off the tip of it, and he did just that. Strafe is now onto the reverse hill. Nobody failed this in the last tournament, but he has kind of a different technique. He's just walking straight into the wall, and he's still getting it. Strafe Helix is onto the last ledge of the reverse hill, and now he is going to try the Psycho Chain. These are all very small ledges. Now, you don't have to land on all of them. He did save jump and stick that first ledge. Let's see what he does for the rest of them. All right, looks like he's going to keep save jumping. He's trying to, he wants to do well on stage 3 right here. He is playing it very safe. Strafe still save jumping, and he is sticking on each one of these ledges. Very impressive. Strafe doing it again. All right. He's got 2 more. Can he do 2 more and make it to the cliffhanger? The cliffhanger, that's always the goal, right? You always want to get to the cliffhanger on stage 3. Oh my goodness, he's glitching through the block. And the last one, Strafe is not going to save jump that one. He is onto the cliffhanger.
Got this, Fulton.
This is probably the make or break if I get a good one or not.
Well, we've had the ultimate cliffhanger and we've had the crazy cliffhanger, but now you can meet the ultra crazy cliffhanger. There are some big transfers. This one, you actually have to go up. It's a very tough jump. Strafe pulls it off. He is onto the second ledge. Now the third and fourth ledges are very small. Strafe hops right through them. And now the big transfer down to the 5th ledge. This is the big jump. Can Strafe do it? He jumps up, he jumps across, and Strafe comes up short. He is out on the ultra crazy cliffhanger. The newest rendition of this obstacle has claimed our first stage 3 victim of the new era. He just came up short. Did not get the distance he needed to make it to that 5th ledge. You can look at it right here. Let's see how close he got. Oh, it was so close. Just a little bit bigger of a jump, and Strafe might have had a chance to get a save jump, but he is in the water.
No!
I thought for a split second I made that. I was so close to getting it.
Well, let's find out how Strafe feels about his first ever stage 3 attempt.
I don't know really. I thought it was a good jump, and yeah, it just backfired. I'm really happy I got there though. I think that is a very healthy first attempt at stage 3, and hopefully in the next tournament I'll beat it.
Well, beating that version of the cliffhanger is going to be a very, very tough challenge moving forward.
On stage 2, I was pretty nervous at the end because I knew my time was running low, but I was able to get the jumps right at the end and hit the buzzer with just enough time. It feels really good to be back on stage 3. You know, it's been a while, but very happy to be back and give it my best shot.
Taking on his 9th third stage is the all-star Gotenks. This is Gotenks' first time on stage 3 since tournament 18, but he still holds the record for most ever third stage clears with 3. His first time defeating it was on only his 3rd appearance in tournament 10, and he cleared it again in the following tournament. He's still the only competitor to clear stage 3 2 times in a row, but he hasn't completed the stage since tournament 16. Now the stage is tougher than ever, and Gotenks will have to be on his A game to live up to his incredible stage 3 record. Oh my goodness, there's a lot of people here to watch Gotenks on stage 3. They can't even leave him alone on the starting platform. Gotenks, I'll tell you what, he's been getting a lot of fellow competitor support this tournament. Look at all the people around him. Gotenks stepping up to stage 3 for the first time since tournament 18, and it looks like, oh, everyone's getting in on the Gotenks intro. Look at that. Wow, I've never seen it with that many people. That's pretty awesome. I'm sure Gotenks appreciates the support. One thing to keep in mind is that the last time Gotenks was on stage 3, he didn't get very far. He only got to the Sidewinder, which was the 3rd obstacle, and Gotenks makes quick work of the first obstacle, the pole vault, and now he is on to the reverse hill. He was not able to attempt it in the last tournament, but here he goes, jumping to the second one, and Gotenks looking for the speedy technique. No, Gotenks is out on the reverse hill. he goes for a faster technique. Instead of stopping on the second one, he went straight for the third one. And Gotenks misses it and slides his way down into the water.
No!
Ah, good tournament, go tanks. Great
Yeah,
tournament.
that was good.
That was the earliest Stage 3 failure since Tournament 16 when Sane failed the ball paddler, but this time it came at the hands of the reverse hill, and it struck down an all-star.
Getting total victory in the last tournament was a huge success for me after putting in tons of practice with the previous fails in 18, 19, and even 15. Coming into the new era, tournament got buffed. Stage 1 and Stage 2 were harder, competitors are failing. But to get back here really shows that I want to do good, and hopefully I can do pretty good.
Our last man standing in Tournament 21 is the newest Grand Champion, DHG Fireball. Fireball's career got off to an impressive start when he reached Stage 3 on his first ever appearance in Tournament 12. The next time he reached Stage 3, in Tournament 15, he made it all the way to the final jump, but poor execution of his technique caused him to slip into the water. Since then, he has been to Stage 3 in every tournament, meaning this is his 7th tournament in a row attempting this stage. He's had a wide variety of failures in that time, including the first obstacle once, and the final obstacle 3 times now. Luckily, in the last tournament, the stars finally aligned for Fireball, and he punched his ticket to the final stage and made the most of it. Now, Fireball will endure the difficulties of this renewal course and try to defeat this stage against all odds. Well, now 2 of the 3 Grand Champions have reached Stage 3 in the tournament after they achieved total victory. Jop did it in Tournament 10, and now Fireball has done it in Tournament 21, and Chris was waiting for him. Ninty was dropping from the sky. Asians is there too. A bunch of surprises for Fireball at the start line. Wow, everyone is ready to see the Grand Champion attempt this Stage 3. Both of the last 2 competitors failed it, and now Fireball has gotten through the pole vault and will now take on the reverse hill where Gotenks just failed. Fireball lands on that third one. See, he's actually landing on them, not just continually jumping, but now he is on to the Psycho Chain, and Fireball says, I'm not safe jumping on this one. He is going for it all, and DHG Fireball gets through it, and he goes right into the cliffhanger. He's going for speed on Stage 3. It doesn't really matter if you go fast or slow here, but he gets the first transition on the ultra crazy cliffhanger. Now, going to the 3rd and 4th ledges. All right, Fireball, the big transition. Strafe failed this earlier. Can Fireball do it? The Grand Champion goes for it, and Fireball is safe jumping. Can he get the dismount? Yes, DHG Fireball.
That's what I wanted to do.
Money shot. Bro, the rest of the stage is cake, bro.
He is the first person to ever defeat that version of the cliffhanger, and he just adds another incredible feat to his resume, and now he is the first person to attempt the quad slicer. This is this obstacle is all about save jumping and corner jumping. 2 things that can be very tough to do, and this one is just so taxing because you have to stay so focused on it. If you lose your focus for a second, you will fall off and fail, but Fireball keeps his focus and gets onto the planet bridge. What an amazing run from the Grand Champion. He's looking at the crowd, now looking at the obstacle. You have to jump off of these balls and then bounce off of the trampoline to the next one. See if he can do it. Fireball bounces, and yes, he's got the first one. 2 more to go. DHG Fireball lining himself up, and he's got it. 1 more, and he can move on to the hang climb. Come on, Fireball. Yes, he's got it. All right, now time for a very big jump to that first rock. Fireball is on to the hang climb. One of the most feared obstacles in tournament history. It's only been beaten twice, once by Buddy Jumps and once by Alpha Puma. This is the big transition right here. Can Fireball do it? He is lining himself up. You got to get those feet in the right spot. He's looking for it. Oh, I think he found it. He goes for it. Fireball. No, he doesn't make it. Oh my goodness, the save jump. Fireball is still alive.
No.
my god. Did you even attempt the jump? I just saw you slide down.
I think everyone was shocked by that one, and now Fireball gets a second chance at this transition. And he's gonna go right for it. He misses it again, and he gets the save jump again. That is unbelievable. Fireball with a third try at this jump. That's twice in a row he came up short, and because he knew he was coming up short, he was able to pull himself back to that first rock. But he's gonna have to really commit if he wants to make it onto the third hold of this hang climb. Fireball looks for it again. He goes for it. Fireball doesn't make it, and no saving it this time. DHG Fireball is out on the hang climb of stage 3, and tournament 21 just came to an end. You can see he grazed right by that third rock, and he also grazed by the first one on his way back down, but he could not land on either one of them, and DHG Fireball has failed the feared hang climb.
No! No! It's over! Ah!
Suicide.
God dang it, bro! I had it.
Everybody come melee Fireball, see if we can kill him.
I want to
Agents! Agents! Actually, just shoot him.
No, we all gotta shoot him.
I had 3 attempts.
Shooting is
More
better.
than I had in practice.
Oh, he's dead.
I'm dying, bro. Why?
He went
Why
down
me?
fast.
Like, why don't I die?
Well, that's the second tournament in a row that Fireball ended up getting shot to death by his fellow competitors. The only difference was that last time it was after achieving total victory. This time, he just failed stage 3. Either way, that is Fireball's third first place in a row, but we clearly just saw how difficult the third stage is. Even with 3 attempts at the hang climb, Fireball still couldn't defeat it, and now it's time for our competitors to reflect and regroup. 100 competitors stepped up to the first ever Regeneration Era tournament, and all 100 were eliminated. Stage 1 saw a record number of failures, and this was the first time a tournament ended before the final obstacle of Stage 3 since Tournament 13. With so many difficult obstacles, hopefully our competitors will learn from their mistakes and come back stronger for Tournament 22. Either way, that was a great tournament, and I cannot thank each and every one of you enough for competing and watching this video. If you ever want to compete on this course, make sure to message me, SMOKEY MASSACRE, on Xbox Live, and you can also check out the Halo Ninja Warrior Facebook page for more updates surrounding Halo jumping, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time on Halo Ninja Warrior.